飛び上がれそうな一気に飛び上がれそうな
Hey now. All right. It is Tuesday, May 21st, Long Beach, California. It is kind of getting sunny, but like still pretty cloudy. It's not the bright sunny California that you're used to. It's kind of like, I don't know, being a little hybrid today. It is, let's see. It doesn't feel too hot, actually. It feels like maybe in the 65. It is 65 degrees right now. And it is literally noon. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day so far, a great morning, and going into a great evening. We have reacts today. We have some tech reacts today. And again, you know, if you want to be a part of the stream, ask me whatever you want. You know, throw it in the chat. If I can generate something out of it, I will. And if you're tuning in for the first time, don't forget to like the stream and maybe even follow the channel. The React Lords is an amalgamation of me and my best friend, so it's always a good time, I promise. I think before we do anything, we might go tune in to 1/3 of the React Lords, who is also streaming currently. And I'm gonna eat lunch. So I'm gonna eat lunch and watch my friend stream. And then afterwards we'll get into our own regular content. And we'll see where the stream takes us from there. So stay tuned. We're gonna go right into it. Let me share my screen with y'all. All right, here we go.
With the company that you are raising those funds for.
To it, just to make sure that it will be a next level experiences.
Okay, I have to admit, it definitely sounds like Ed is right. This is sort of whatever the opposite of a quick NFT hype and dump project is. And this is where things get much weirder.
All right, let's just check audio really quick.
That's only just the beginning, the very beginning of this. We probably think that the NFT part will only take, you know, no more than 20% of the entire weight of this entire Gamma project. So after NFT, we have this huge.
Let me know in chat if the audio is weird for you guys. I know it's a bit quiet for me. It might be a little quiet for you. I do apologize, but we are boosted to the max.
Gammaverse, right? That's like metaverse, but for this Gamma project. And when they're not all.
It looks like they're currently watching the CoffeeZilla video about Rabbit AI assistant. Um, and it is a video we are gonna also watch. So if you don't catch everything, don't worry about it. We're gonna go back over it and also watch like a little context video that V made that will help us like see what it was in the very beginning before it was released and like as it was launching and the hype around it, and then we'll see what CoffeeZilla has to say about it.
where he never released these tokens or crypto coins. When
I'll be right
that's
back. I'm
sort
gonna
of
go
what
grab
he
the lunch.
promised. He told people he was going to release a carbon negative Bitcoin 2.0. And look, I know it sounds stupid now, but again, 2021 was a different time. And remember, Jesse had millions in backing. It's not hard to see how people took him seriously.
What are we talking about? I'm confused. You know what? It is kind of hard to explain. So what we're looking at here, right, is a startup founder, Jesse, and what he did was he created the Rabbit. And if you don't know what the Rabbit is, it's a handheld device that essentially operates as an assistant, AI. And it is a little bit more than your basic LLM, which is your large language models that can do narrow focus tasks. Large action models are things that can act on your behalf. And they tackle much larger issues and tasks, such as calling an Uber, right? So not only is it saying, you know, I'm registering this task, I'm gonna operate these apps for you as well. That's his company, right? He created this assistant that is supposed to do that. Does it do that? Not all the time, and not well, not consistently, right? So that is kind of a scam in itself, right? Delivering below what you said you were going to. What has come out since that was this guy has a record of doing sort of promises and then not delivering or under delivering, and that's what CoffeeZilla is talking about, is his history. This isn't his first startup. Apparently he had an NFT project that didn't come to fruition. And NFTs, if you don't know, and crypto is thought to be pretty much a scam in general. A lot of people in this field are scammy people. They raise funds and then take the funds. You can see Sam Bankman-Fried's in jail because of that. Back in the day, we'd call these Ponzi schemes. And so that's kind of what we're talking about, is the guy who is, you know, the Rabbit guy. Jesse, and I guess he's kind of got other scams behind him, and that's what is being uncovered right now. So, I know this is pretty scuffed stream, so just, you know, if you if you can't bear with it, that's all right, dude. It's good to see you in chat, though. I'm gonna do my best to keep this going.
He said it didn't matter how the NFTs did. He was going to execute. But where are those millions? You know, the money raised from customers.
Yeah.
So the company changed to...
Yeah. Where is the money, though? Because did he invest it back into this product, this handheld product? Because that's not what he said he was going to do.
Rabbit, where did it go? Did it go to develop Rabbit, a completely different project? I don't know. I'd love to sit down with Jesse and find out. What I do know, though, is that so many of the promises of Gamma didn't happen. And this is relevant to the R1, not just because this project is built on the skeleton of that scam project. It's also because the R1 was overhyped in a similar way, as a do-it-all device. But this same company isn't some historyless company. They have a history of abandoning investors like they did with Gamma NFTs. I mean...
So again, when we're abandoning investors, we're swindling them. That was the word I was thinking of. Oh my God, the other day I was at a bar and someone was like, what do you say when you get scammed? But it's not called scammed. It's swindled, okay? That's what happens when you, what, is that what happened? I don't know. Let's watch.
Jesse even told people who were worried about the NFTs, don't pay attention to that. You know, it's all gonna work out. You just gotta be a true supporter.
I would suggest for our true supporters, do not pay too much detail about the current NFT mechanisms, because that doesn't matter. You know, I can safely say that.
Listen, the structure in which we're going to be getting this startup off the ground just doesn't matter. You have to believe me. You have to believe me.
Even if the entire NFT project completely failed, which I don't think that's the case, we're gonna still push the gamma verse, and we're gonna still push the clean energy and gamma coin happen using our funds.
I cannot emphasize enough, that was a lie. That never happened. The clean energy gamma coin never got published or built or launched, even though Jesse said they were going to do it. They had the money. By the way, we all know it's vaporware, but I think it's important to really hear him sell it, because this is the same guy who wants you to take him seriously when he sells you the future of AI. Take a listen to the whole vision really laid out.
Gamma coin, which is basically Bitcoin.
If you don't know what vaporware is, it's a product or, hardware, a software type thing that's announced, but it's never actually manufactured. It doesn't come out, or it's completely late or different than what was promised to the initial investors. This happens a lot with GoFundMes and kind of startups. So
2.0, that is 100% generated by clean energy. And we did the math, we did the calculations to where if you own over 1,800 megawatts of clean energy generation, that means you will have extra generated electricity that you can donate back to city grid. So the general concept is, let's say if you own a Gamma NFT, that means you own the equal portion in valuation of your NFTs at that moment of that clean energy grid that we started building in the real world. That means you own that power, that portion of the clean energy solar panels that generates that power. And that means you own that power. And that also means that you own that portion of that power, and that power will be used to generate gamma coins. That means you can earn your gamma coins out of this entire clean energy cycle.
All right, let's try to suspend our disbelief for a second here and figure this out. Basically, he's saying buying NFTs somehow would build a clean energy grid, which you would sort of co-own, which would make clean
All right.
sort of a thing. And look, I know that sounds
We are
a little
back,
insane, but
and
the funny thing is, it's sort of the most sensible part
let's
of the
actually
project.
stream now.
Okay, I'm so glad he said that, because that's what I was gonna say. That kind of sounds super sensible to have it rooted in a product in the real life. Because that's the other thing about, investing in Bitcoin or NFTs. It's sort of a social construct, the value of those things, right? So if someone tells you an NFT is worth this much, it's only worth that much. It's very similar to art. It's subjective. It's only worth something that someone else is willing to pay for. But once you start tying NFTs and Bitcoin to actual materials, right, like the US dollar, or no, that's not, that's a conversation for a different time. But when you start grounding it and
All right. Okay. So I am going to rearrange the scene placement right now really quick, because I use intermission more than full screen. So let's go here. Again, thanks for tuning in. If you are tuning in for the first time, please don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be a W chatter, go to my Twitch. It's under the name Nathan Ypres. And if you need help spelling that, it's probably in the channel description. So find my Twitch and follow it. We're trying to make it to affiliate. It's at 50. I'm at 32 right now. So we're getting closer. Every day we're getting a little bit closer. Shouts out to Cybuds for hopping onto Twitch from YouTube to drop me a follow. That's a big win. But let's get into the reacts. We are going to start with this context video by V, who is currently streaming. And if you want to go over to their channel, their personal, under VDrees, you can see it down here in the corner, and drop them a follow, and even maybe go over and like the video. That would be awesome. We make it together or we break together. So please, it would mean a lot to both of us. And let's jump into the video.
make a few predictions, and one of them was just like AI is going to be embedded
Just gonna
in
do a
all
quick
of the
audio
consumer
check.
tech by the end of the year. So everybody will be rocking some bit of consumer tech. My prediction has got here way too quick, and I want to talk about the newest piece of consumer tech, I suppose, that is coming in hot with AI companionship. So let's get into it. And if you don't know, I'm talking about the Rabbit. This thing just launched, and it's being marketed as your pocket companion.
So, kind of like a Pokédex type idea. That's how V described it to me once, and I haven't been able to forget about it.
And it's been confusing a lot of people because there's not really any rhyme or reason to what it is and what it's going to do. And then a 30-minute keynote dropped, which also explained a lot, but not everybody watched it. But the promotion video within it is still just as confusing. And if you go to their website, you still don't get a lot of insights. But let's not start out with the negative, because I think it's really cool that this company is trying to sell an actual product without a subscription.
Did you catch that, guys? Even we are impervious to the hype. We thought it was going to be cool.
It's really unique because if you recall in my guest video, right, my prediction video, I did predict that subscriptions were also going to skyrocket and continue to be sort of the norm. So to see this company sort of begin to waver from that is kind of cool. Hopefully maybe some other people will follow suit. Rabbit has sold out of their first batch, and this is what it looks like. Pretty much a Tamagotchi, which is pretty cool. I love my Tamagotchi. I still have my Tamagotchi. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. It's pretty much just like this. We're not going to watch the keynote, but we are.
I mean, this is kind of parasocial news, but I gave them that Tamagotchi. And it looks like it kind of like evolved. I don't think it started off as a lion.
We're going to go over briefly the promotion video, which most people have seen. No one's going to sit through a 30-minute keynote, and I think that was sort of the marketing error on the side of Rabbit OS. So the companion is sort of being marketed as its own operating system, a LAM, not an LLM. And for those of you who don't know the difference, one is a large language model that we use all the time in our GPTs and our sort of chat assistants. And then you have large action models. And the large action models are that stepping stone towards generative AI that is a lot of people are fearing. But let's get back to the Rabbit. So it has a push-to-talk button. What we're seeing is sort of this emergence of a very tactile, old-school tech, and I'm here for it, really.
Yeah,
it's got a
same.
far-field mic, 360-degree rotation. I've seen a lot of designers be just peeved about this with the circular camera and then the curvature of the design itself. I think that's being a little nitpicky. There's much more that we could nitpick as consumers. It officially launched at the CES 2024, and if you don't know, that's just like an international event for tech, consumer tech. I truly think not enough people are talking about the low price of $199.
I mean, it is a low price. It doesn't sound low. It's like $200, but if you compare it to like buying an iPhone at retail, their cheapest phone at retail is $499.
One-time purchase, no subscription. That is awesome. I think that is very cool. But if you can see the comments, this is the worst ad ever. What it's a product for? The music is cool. The Rabbit is cool. The color is red. Very cool. But what does it do? And that's pretty much the consensus. The design is really cool, but what the heck does it do? And is it just another smaller phone? And like I said, if you watch the promo video, you don't really learn that much again, except it's cool. It's red.
No, just look at our cool paperweight.
It listens. It's got a camera. It's doing everything your phone can do at this time. So yeah, it's your pocket companion, and it's definitely not a smartphone. And unlike a lot of people, I actually watched
And
the keynote,
and it's
at least
definitely not
95%
her.
of it, and it wasn't that impressive because there was a lot
OpenAI
shown,
tried
but there was
to,
a lot that
but
wasn't shown. At one point, he attempts to like schedule.
I
a
think
whole
what they
trip,
did was pretty
travel.
awful
But
to Scarlett
as he's
Johansson. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but OpenAI used or at least taught their language model, not the written program language model. I'm talking about like the actual voice to use ChatGPT was modeled after Scarlett Johansson's voice, even though she said no twice.
doing it. He doesn't really show us the end result. Because there's a lot of technical stuff that go into there about layovers, price, accommodations, and it's all done matter of fact. I just don't see that as an actual application. Many of us folks are going to want that kind of control over that. So I'm still kind of confused on how we're integrating these LAMs, right? These large action models into consumer tech. I'd love some more examples of how this is done successfully. But if I'm totally missing the point, let me know in the comments, because I watched the product video, I watched the launch video, and I've seen some other examples. So, am I missing something here? And I'm not the only one who feels like maybe I'm missing something here, because there's a lot of people that are commenting like, aren't there products that are currently doing this? So either this was one big marketing mishap, I guess, from the Rabbit team, or we're missing the point. And I think hopefully it's the latter. I'm not sure, but as this user points out on X, pretty confident Apple is way ahead of us. Has been building the whole device infrastructure already, and will sweep the floor with.
That's actually pretty based. Why would I hold a little square that's bigger than the watch, and you can't even wear it? I think you would put it in a pocket of some sort, but it's square, so like what pocket? I don't know. I would rather wear it like the watch. As
their AI once it is deemed worthy. And I have to agree. I have to agree with this. Apple has always been above, a lot of people with their consumer tech, and probably following some of these newer rules that are coming into play internationally. So they're going to be slower. They're decelerated, literally. So what they're doing is trying to keep up with the rules up top. And you have a lot of these like startups that don't have to do that, right? They can be more innovative. It's not going to be launched on an international scale. So I think maybe Apple is just wading in the water, and we will see their emergence by the end of this year too. One of the more funny things that came out of this, though, is sort of like the tweet barrage of, well, hear me out, okay? So here's a few of those. This user says, okay, hear me out. We're going old school. Why
BlackBerry.
not just go all the way back? I mean, this is it, right? It's your R1 with a clicky keyboard. Thought that was pretty funny. This user said, well, you know what? You can use Figma now in your pocket.
How?
Now you can start designing
No, you
anytime,
can't.
anywhere. Which is funny because, again, this product has been shipped as something that you don't need apps for. Which, again, is kind of confusing considering a part of the product video, he was on his laptop connecting applications to it. So the whole launch kind of felt a bit sloppy. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's a really cool product, really cheaper than all of the other competitors I mentioned in my prediction video. No subscription model. Is that a viable business model? I don't know, but is it a fun way to push out consumer tech, get it into the hands of people that are hyped on it? Yes, I think yes. But again, I might be missing the ball here. I don't know. Did I miss some marketing thing that didn't go viral on X? And if I did, and I am missing the mark on this R1 and Rabbit as a whole, let me know in the comments. Bye.
Bye. All right. So we got the context. That is the video. Let's do a quick little check-in. They're still watching the CoffeeZilla video. So we are just behind them by a little bit. So let's see what.
When it's the same company who made both things, the Rabbit and the Gamma project, how can you say there's no connection? But after realizing no accountability would be taken,
Whoa,
no
special
refunds would be given by this
effects.
project, I began to feel bad for Gamma investors. It made me wonder, what else
The
is this team
special
hiding? Well,
effects go
I decided to find
crazy
out.
on this.
Okay, that's gonna be a dope video. Let's go. All right, so here's the deal, though.
Production value.
Still not sold that it's a
up
complete
or
scam.
what?
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. The special effects go crazy on the stream. Get out of here, brother.
Yo, what the
Listen,
heck is
hold on.
this?
I
This
don't
sounds mean.
Okay, so I don't know if you
Punished era or what?
listen. We're using CapCut now. We're getting scrappy. No. But here's the deal. I honestly don't think it's as big a scam as everyone's making it out to be. Like, first of all, I do want to like separate it, right? Punished era, absolutely. I do think Gamma, NFTs, and crypto scam. Something you hold in your hand that sucks, right? Something that you can actually hold in your hand that under-delivers and is really shitty. I don't know if that's a scam. You know what I mean? If anything, it's false. It is a scam, but like not to the degree that NFTs and crypto was, right? Like that, the fucking... oh yeah, like the video game, right? The carbon neutral currency, like that's a scam. I think this something that's handheld, like a product that you get for $199 that can be updated, right? And software pushed to it just like a smartphone. I don't know. I think we're kind of splitting hairs. I could be wrong though. I could be a tech cuck. I don't know.
All right. If you guys don't know, this is my best friend. This is their personal video or personal channel. If you can't see the channel name, I'll scroll up a little bit. It's Vdrees. I would love it if you guys would go over, maybe stop in for like 5 minutes. If anything, please just go and like the stream, and maybe subscribe so that you can see more of us. You're here for a reason. Just accept it. Y'all wanna be here.
Is a scam, or do I think they think that it is potentially going to be a transformative type of technology? I want to choose to believe in the latter. Because if you believe in the former, then we're doomed. Right? We're doomed. Anyway, I don't know. What an interesting video that was, though. I can't wait to see him give a review and a product, demo with the rabbit, because even that's changed. When it was pushed out, I believe it was on 4. Now it's on 4.0, which means I think you can change the voices now on the rabbit. You can do a lot other kinds of things with the rabbit, if I'm not mistaken. At least changing its outputs, doing different things. Its outputs, right? Changing those.
What happened? Did we break them?
All right. That was such a good video, dude. Thank you for shooting my way. I think I'm actually gonna get off and go visit the React Lords, which are in chat. So I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna go hang out in their chat for a bit, because I have a job interview at 2, so I want to go get ready for that. And I just want some space to sort of prepare. I'm interviewing for an AI company, so yeah, I'm a little bit of a AI stan, whatever, dude. AI's gonna take.
All right. We are gonna have to switch some things up. I thought I was gonna watch the CoffeeZilla video right away. Glub, what's up, Cybuds? Welcome back to the stream. I was just explaining that it looks like V's about to raid us, so I'm not gonna make them watch the same video over again. I was gonna have us watch CoffeeZilla's new video on the rabbit. We had just watched a video that we had made, that V made, like, I don't know, like 4 months ago. So I watched their video from 4 months ago as like context for this video. But we just sat in their chat, watching bits and pieces of the video. So we are still gonna watch it. What's up, Mythical? Thank you for coming over here. After V's stream, I super appreciate you. Like I said, we're not gonna watch the CoffeeZilla right away. We're gonna split this up because I don't want to make everyone rewatch this video, especially because we just watched like a video for context. I was watching V's video from like 4 months ago on the rabbit and its launch. So instead, I think we'll preload or front load the fun stuff. We're just going to go straight into reacts, and we've got 2 videos that I'm very excited about. One is about one of my favorite fast food places, Wingstop. From 3 weeks ago, we got a Joe is Hungry Wingstop chicken sandwich review, and I've never gotten the chicken sandwich before. I am a diehard boneless. My 2 flavors are the hot Korean barbecue and the mango habanero. Those are my 2 favorite flavors. I get them every single time, 5 and 5. Boneless because I'm a brokey, gotta get the cheaper chicken, and plus I don't want to deal with a bone. Like, is that just me? Like, I just think it's easier to eat. I don't know. I feel like it's non-comparable, but I don't know. That's just like my opinion, man. So let's save the Joe is Hungry. We'll do that one second. Because this is a video that I was not expecting V to put out. I I don't. I'm just excited to see where they take this. Like sneaker tech and review. Didn't see this one coming, and they put this one out today. So we're literally, we aren't even the first one to like it. Dang. Oh, but we might be the first one to comment. Oh, let's write something after. Actually, maybe we have some thoughts. For you, King. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I don't know, what else do I have to say? Just let me take a seat. Let's see what V has to say. Actually, maybe some context. The the New Balance numeric offices are in Long Beach, and they used to come in a lot to a coffee shop that me and my friend Nikki used to work at, and it was so sick because they were like just so nice and like and chill, and they like would always offer me free shoes. I just got so many shoes through them that like it's hard not to rep them because like they are literally giving me shoes that I could never, or not never, I just wouldn't want to afford it because they are pretty expensive. Even in like the skate shoe realm, they are one of the more expensive brands to get. And sometimes, like I would say 75% of the time, I'm like, I understand why they're more expensive and I accept it. And then the other 25% is like the mad broke me being like, I just wish shoes were affordable. But it's it's not the worst. Oh yeah, you made this on a CapCut? Hell yeah. Cybuds, literal evidence. But actually, I am going to take a hard left turn right now, and I'm gonna leave this music on for you. And I am going to go use the bathroom really quick because I just had like 2 cups of coffee and lunch, and realizing now I gotta go and use the bathroom before we do anything. I'm not gonna sit for another 5 minutes before I go and like, yeah, potty break for sure. Okay, got music going, and meet back in like 5. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for waiting for me, guys. I apologize. Ooh, more tech stuff for later. Let's click on that. Oh my god! I don't know how I feel about that one. We'll see. Alright. We're still pretty early in the stream if you're just tuning in. I know if you're checking the timestamp it says 51 minutes, but we literally have done like maybe 2 things so far. Let's get this music. But it is a wonderfully gloomy day in Long Beach, California. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good time. And I want to thank you personally for being here. We are about to jump into a sneaker review video from one of my best friends, and I kind of had something to do with it, you know. Maybe I helped get that shoe. I helped get it. I helped supply the drug. And I'm excited to see what they say about it because I haven't done any research on this shoe. I just thought it was cool that I got it for free, you know. But let's jump right into it. And then afterwards, I'll show you guys my most prized New Balance shoe that was given to me. So prized that it is a whole size too big and I can't wear them, so I put them in a plastic box so that I could just look at them whenever I feel like.
You read it right. This is a shoe review on my channel.
Oh, let's do a audio check really quick because I think we're gonna have to boost it.
I've been gifted new kicks. That's right.
How do you guys feel about that?
The boys at New Balances gave me some shoes. Oh, shit. You read it right. This is a shoe review on my channel. I've been gifted new kicks. That's right. The boys at New Balances gave me some shoes, and they are the 480s numeric edition, and I'm probably getting that.
The 480s they're cool. It sounds good. Awesome. The 480s are cool. They're not my favorite model of shoe that New Balance has. My favorite one's the 440, which I could show you right now. But I think I'm going to have to retire these bad boys because I don't give them any breaks. And they're starting to get a little like, oh, you can kind of see them they're right here. But I don't really ever give them any breaks. So they're kind of stinky. And I mean, they don't look the worst, but they don't look great either. Just because these ones are so close. I just like the shape of them. They're like flat-footed. I mean, the insole has like some arch to it, but for the most part, they're flat-footed. Which I appreciate it's not necessarily a barefoot feeling. I do not like the barefoot feeling, but it's not like the most cushioning, which I love cushioning when I'm like running and stuff, but if I'm just like walking or just not doing anything like super active, I do not like cushioning. Just because it feels too fragile, if that makes sense. Like I just don't feel as stable or in control. All right, so let's jump back to the video.
Wrong, but to my knowledge, they are the 480 numeric edition Long Beach collab. Once a global sales team exclusive, now mine. The numeric 480s have been around for a while, but this collab is fresh off the presses. And when they were given to me, I was told they had awesome shoe tech. To which I replied, shoe tech? So naturally, I strap these bad boys on and jump down the rabbit hole. So while I'm out of my realm here a bit in the territory of shoes, strap in because it's gonna be a wild ride, and I'm gonna tell you all about the collab and the technology going on in these shoes. So here's the story behind the local collab between the best city in the world, Long Beach, and the New Balance Shoe Company, one of the sickest shoe companies around.
If you can see, or if you can, I think you guys can see, right? But this is supposed to be modeled after the Californian flag. You got the little star here, the NB being like the place of the bear, and then the red just being like part of the red in the Californian flag.
If you're into that kind of thing, of course. So it all starts in 2013. New Balance began their numeric collection as a dedicated line of skate shoes. They created it in partnership with Black Box Distribution.
Behind the scenes, they say like this was the worst. Like they did not enjoy collabing with them.
Company of a professional skateboarder, Jamie Thomas. And Jamie Thomas is freaking sick. I could make a whole YouTube video about him, but that's not this one.
Oh, wait, that doesn't sound familiar. Maybe I'm thinking of a different company.
It's all about quality and performance. The shoe has widened toe boxes that enhances grip, durable outsoles, cushion midsoles, and it's all designed to absorb the impact. They drew inspiration from the iconic skate shoes of the 80s and the 90s. The collection blends a good modernity of new technology and then
Dude, look how far we've come from skateboarding. You watch Jamie Thomas's videos for like 30 minutes straight. That's awesome.
older retro aesthetic. And
yeah,
I love
skateboarding
that.
has changed
The
so
480
much
models
since
in
then.
general are pretty swanky looking. And the coolest thing about this shoe is it's so diverse. Honestly, mesh, suede, leather, it comes in all sorts of different materials. The collection is absolutely dope and the vibes are out of this world nostalgic. When I first saw this shoe, I was like, I need to cop those, and I'm not even a sneakerhead, like at all. I wear Crocs, for goodness sakes. Yep, I'm a Croc-head, but digress. Please don't click out of the video just because I said that. I promise I have much more to say about this shoe, and I haven't gotten to the technology yet, so let's get to that. And for the sake of this video, I'll keep it pretty short. I just want to mention 3 pieces of technology that
But Crocs are fashion. They are now. If you look at the Salehi Bembury, I think that's his name. But there's a designer who makes these like fingerprint type Crocs. Like there are different Crocs. There are regular Crocs and then there are fashion Crocs.
that is inside of this shoe that I didn't even know exists. So let's talk about the fuel cell foam. You can't talk about the numeric 480s without mentioning this. It forms the midsole, so think
This is like, and this is just personal taste. Like, I think if you were walking around for a long time or you're a sneakerhead, you probably love this. But the fuel cell is very soft. And that's like the thing I was talking about with running shoes and stuff and cushioning. I don't like that. If I'm just walking around, and I'm not going to be running in skate shoes, but this fuel cell, like, I just imagine, like, say you stepped on something in the middle of the shoe, which I do pretty often because the middle of the foot, you know, the most balance, but it's going to go right through that. It's going to poke and puncture, which just freaks me out.
Think about this as in the inside structure. If we were talking about a house, we might say it has good bones. The foam's unique composition allows it to compress and rebound effectively. All of this helps to absorb the impact and provides that propulsive feel. You can think about it like a lightweight cushion that kind of absorbs all of the impact. This is the low tech that is protecting your feet. I even feel bad
Happy
calling it low
Viz,
tech 'cause
what's
it
up,
does kind of feel
bro?
like it's a
Thanks
bit
for
high-tech.
stopping
But for
in.
skaters, it's pretty clear. I mean, this is
We're
going to
just
mitigate a lot
watching
of
a
fatigue
sneaker
and
vid
help
here.
you just have a better experience altogether. And as someone who doesn't skate and stands at a desk or sits at a desk for prolonged amount of times, I feel it. It helps you endure so much more. Speaking of endurance, let's talk about that. Endurance. And in this context, it actually pertains to a type of rubber, and the rubber is proprietary, which means that it is
I
exclusive.
love this rubber. I don't know. It just feels so durable. And like on Vans and Converse, you get like that wear and tear on the bottom of the sole that turns flat. Like it eventually just becomes like smooth rubber. But that endurance rubber, like I've been wearing these 440s for almost a year and a half now, and there's no wear and tear. or at least not like super noticeably wear and tear. There's still ridges on the entire shoe, which I think is pretty impressive, especially because I do wear these shoes nonstop.
Exclusive to them is secret. And this rubber is strategically placed onto the outsoles. It's like the most durable padding to protect your sweet ankles and the heels of your feet and everything else. It's reinforced into high wear areas like the toe, the heel. It has super abrasion resistance. It's because of that allows it to have exceptional traction. When we're talking about traction, we're really talking about grip. So you have the foam on the inside and you have the rubber on the outside. So let's move on to the Phantom Tape technology. This is a no-sew heat bonding process. Let me explain exactly what that means. This no-sew heat bonding process fuses materials to create a lightweight process without the need for sewing. Because it contains less materials, it's actually more lightweight, but still supportive on both the upper and lower parts of the shoe. This essentially minimizes so many failure points and enhances the durability of the sneaker. And as someone who's married to a Doc lover, I'll tell you one thing. Durability is nothing to play around with. I'm not saying this shoe is as impenetrable as a Doc Marten, but I will say as someone who's worn both, the durability feels very good. Like so good. And I will concede that this Phantom Tape technology is not exactly new technology as it relates to New Balance and their designs. This Phantom Tape technology was actually adapted from New Balance's running shoes line. And much like the numeric 868s, it's very minimal looking, which is great, but
it's action. It's action, Bronson. I would love to get his New Balance t-shirt. He has I think it's called Specializing in Life or Living Special. It's something along those lines. I just want some action swag, I think.
Is great, but it also has like a technical look to it, which all comes together in a seamless, simple way. This is art on your feet. The entire shoe is just super impressive, and I feel the quality on my feet. While I don't have the performance factor because I'm not super, outdoorsy or high movement person, I know a comfortable shoe when I have it on my feet. Big shout out to the boys here in Long Beach from New Balance that hooked it up. And I know this is a tech-centric channel, but at the same time, I think it's great to slow down and look at the technology that is literally all around us. It's a great reminder that technology truly does.
Yo, how did this turn into a tech react video? That's crazy. This was supposed to be fun stuff, and all of a sudden we're doing tech.
Shape, like everything from the camera
I guess
that
tech is fun, actually.
Film this on to the computer I edited it on and to the shoes that walk me around every day. It's everywhere. Anyway, this Long Beach New Balance collab shoe is something I'm gonna wear with absolute pride. I really do like this shoe, man. It's just the intersection of modernity meets traditionally technical art on your feet. So shout out to New Balance for just pushing the boundaries of what it means to be durable, comfortable, and just downright stylish. I mean, look at these things.
They're
New
sick.
Balance, Long Beach, and skaters pushing style everywhere for everybody. Man, you just love to...
High key, though, I feel like skateboarding is fashion.
see it, dude. You just love to see it. Anyway, drop your thoughts below. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking. I know that, again, this is outside of my realm, but what cool shoes. That's all. Until next time, you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Bye.
Yo, as much as I have really come around to the New Balance shoe and have become like a frequent wearer, I acknowledge that there are other shoes out there that are super sick. If you have a favorite shoe out there, let me know in the chat. Maybe we could see if there's a video about it. Remind you of pizza? Wait, you gotta expand on that. Tell me more. Why pizza? Because of the colors? I need more, man. Tell me, Porqué pizza. Italian flag colors. Yeah, it's just pizza-ish. Okay, fair. Okay. How are we feeling? guys feel ready to jump into the next video? Think we'll continue down the fun line and do Joe is Hungry next. But before we move on to Joe is Hungry, I do want to say in the last hour we've gotten like 4 likes on that LB numeric New Balance shoe video. Let's see 10 views. You know, if you haven't gone over to V's personal channel, please go over there, drop him a subscription, and like the video. It really does go a long way, even if it's just like, if it's literally just you, like one person, it helps a lot. Like, just if you found that at all interesting, trust me, we're gonna make more stuff that will interest you. So don't forget to go over and like and subscribe to the video. And let me prep us. We're getting ready for the next vid. And let's get this music off. All right. And let's boost the volume again. This is the first Joe is Hungry video we are watching on stream. So there might be a few things that I want to do that I might need help either remembering, or you might see me pause at a certain time so that we can do some traditions around here. If you're familiar with Will's stream, Will Neff, he likes to throw a little Gamba in there. Now, I'm not gonna put Gamba like as like something that you could do in the chat. I don't want to like set that up right now, mostly because I don't know how to do that. I would have to go look it up, and then I've derailed the stream, and I want to watch the video. But amongst ourselves in chat, we can Gamba for bragging rights, maybe. But there's a certain point where Joe is going to have several cuts, and we are going to guess how many cuts does he do, and you know, we'll see if we get it right. And then we'll also Gamba on what Joe's score will be. I've never gotten one like on the dot before. We've gotten close, you know, maybe 0.2 off or 0.3 off, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some Wingstop luck and we'll get it on this one. Anyway, we'll start it now. Let me know if audio levels are okay for you. I'm assuming they will be, but every video is a mystery.
If you haven't been here before, I am the host. My name is Joe, and you found yourself at the Joe is Hungry channel, where we are in the endless pursuit of food.
I just don't get Diet Coke. It doesn't make sense to me.
Nirvana, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. And before we can even get started, it's time for the ever-present birthday shout-outs. Evan, Alfie, Cammy, and Connor, Andy, Ryan, Kate, and Phillip, Chrissy, Michelle, Javon, and Ty, Wesley, Quinn, and Mitch. I want to wish a very special Joe's Hungry birthday shout-out to each and every one of you. I also want to extend a very special shout out to the people who took their valuable time to do this week's food poll, because you helped me to decide to do something that I normally don't do, and that would be doing a re-review of the Wingstop fried chicken sandwich, last reviewed and released in 2022. Wingstop's first and only review started off on the right foot by establishing a record temperature. Chicken sandwich number 2 comes in at a blistering 210.2 degrees Fahrenheit. With an average temperature of all three at 208.3 degrees Fahrenheit, you can imagine my expectations were starting to get pretty high. Unfortunately, as the review progressed, we experienced low weights, high prices, and missing critical components, and ended up with a low mid-range score. I would have really liked to have pickles, and I got none, as you can see. I'm gonna have to go with a 5.8.
That's still pretty high. That's still pretty high.
Location right down the street in Cartersville, Georgia, and I couldn't think of a better way to check it out than to give Wingstop a rare Joe's Hungry second chance. The Wingstop chicken sandwich is made with 1 deep fried chicken breast, according to Wingstop, crunchy pickles, hopefully they won't forget it this time, on a buttered toasted bun. It also includes 1 side of ranch dipping sauce. These sandwiches come in 12 flavors, and today I'm getting
no pickles. Fair. I like. If I so I said this on the last stream too, is that I do not like the green pickle by itself. I can't do it. I feel like that lady on the BBC clip who can't have the banana. She just like gags every time she puts the banana in her mouth. I'm like, I can't do it. But if it's on a burger, that's fine. On a chicken sandwich, that's fine. But if they forgot, I wouldn't complain.
Getting it plain for testing purposes. I have all those flavors on the screen and in the description below. Each one of these will dock your pay $5.89 down from $5.49 back in 2022. Make it a combo for $8.49 down from $7.99 before taxes in Georgia.
It's still not that bad, though. Is that expensive, though? I don't think so. Under $10. Maybe I'm just thinking LA, Long Beach prices. But, like, this is definitely, like, $12 here. It's not. This is way cheap. Anything under 10 is great. I disagree. Pickles are only good alone because they ruin everything else and make it soggy. Interesting. You're making me think a little bit here, because my instinct is to resist. I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna push back just a tiny bit, but I don't want to because that's just like your opinion, and that's okay. I wouldn't complain though if they forgot about the pickles. I would say that. Like, if I was Joe, I would have given it just a 6. But that's just me.
Back in 2022 during...
What do you guys think that it's ridiculous to have this for $8.49? To have like a chicken sandwich for $8.49? I feel like that's pretty decent. But also Georgia, I don't know what cost of living is like there. I'm just judging on the single price of the chicken sandwich. But the chicken sandwich in Long Beach is $12. So I don't know.
During the release and the review, there was no nutritional information available, and what I could find was wrong. However, things are looking better for Wingstop because they decided to pony up the real numbers. Each unsauced order will add 610 calories to your expanding hips and thighs. I have the full nutritional information on the screen and in the description below. And even
holy smokes, 32 grams of protein? That's kind of crazy. Let's go back there for a second.
Information available, and what I could find was wrong. However, things are looking better for Wingstop because they decided to pony up the real numbers. Each unsauced order will add 610 calories to your expanding hips and thighs. I have the full nutritional information on the screen.
Okay, I don't understand why they even bother putting trans fats up here anymore. Oh wait, you guys can't see that. Hold on. Shift I have to hold. It's not shift. Is it command? Control? It's not control. Holy shoot. Oh wait, I did have it right. I did have it right. I was doing everything right and they indicted me. Okay. Here we go. So trans fats, at least in California, it's illegal to have any product with trans fats in it. So I don't know if it makes me feel any better that they're telling me it has zero. It just should always have zero. Inflation is crazy in general. It's great for today's dollars, but it's still too expensive. What do you mean by it's great for today? Oh, no, yeah. True. I agree. But it is too expensive still. Which is crazy. And this was, I'm going to drop some information, but granted, this was information from like 2020. Like back when we were in the pandemic and all like chilling on the couch and scared. There was an article about the minimum wage, if you account for inflation from the 1960s, minimum wage would be like $25, which is not true for the federal minimum wage right now. Like it is still right now currently $7.25, which is crazy to think about. You die. You can't. There's just no way. The fact that you can be working a full-time job and not pay rent, that shouldn't be possible. True. Based. But the people who can actually do that make way more than minimum wage and don't work full-time, and they do not give a flying crap. They don't care about you.
And in the
They don't care
description
about
below.
me.
And even better, Wingstop.
What they do care about is that the goddamn chicken sandwich at Wingstop is getting way too damn expensive.
Join the
So if
civil
we got any Oilers in here, I wasn't talking about you, I promise. We love you. You're the best. You can do no wrong. The only thing that would be wrong is if you didn't like and subscribe to the channel right now. And if you didn't donate to the channel right now $1 million. I know you can afford it. Trust me. You didn't hear anything I posted my new video. That's okay, dude. We'll watch your video on the stream too. The people with the power to change all the systemic issues aren't experiencing the issues. True. They could afford the chicken sandwich. I didn't say they couldn't afford it. They're just complaining about the price. Yeah, you love chicken sandwiches. We're watching the Joe's Hungry Wingstop chicken sandwich review. It's actually the second time he's getting it. He's doing a re-review to see if it's gotten any better.
World and decided to post their serving weights in their nutritional information. Win, lose, or draw, even if it bites you in the butt, Wingstop, I thank you for your transparency. Each one of these chicken sandwiches are supposed to weigh in at 8.50 ounces or 241 grams. With a little bit of fuzzy cat math, we come up with the preliminary, and I do stress preliminary, a sort of high 69 cents an ounce. On the 2022 review, they weighed in at...
Is that a lot? 69 cents an ounce? That's like... I don't know.
6.43 ounces or 182.3 grams. And that worked out to a considerably higher 84 cents an ounce. Are these things possibly pulled straight out of the fryer?
I went to a private school, so food there was bussin'. And we had chicken sandwiches from the taste I could tell, oh, they just got this from Chick-fil-A.
And maybe burn Shadow Joe's...
I have only gone to Chick-fil-A twice. And both times, it was just fine. And it wasn't my first choice. I feel like if I was going to go get a chicken sandwich, bad decision since you have to give chicken sandwiches to two. Oh, true. I mean, it was a private school, though. I feel like private schools usually, buy fast food quite a bit, no? We got soggy potatoes, watery beans, and cheese in a bun. Mythical, I know. The lunch sucked. It was so bad. And I felt so bad for the kids. And it was it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Charter school. Come on. I think that's why they were always doing fundraisers. Mythical struggle meal ass lunch. We need better schools. Seriously. No, Linda did do her best, but like there was nothing she could do. Her best was like just being positive about the food. Like I do understand it's not her fault. It wasn't her fault. It's just school systems in general are just not good. And the charter school system is kind of part of the problem. I won't say it out loud, but I mean, mostly because, like, who knows if I'll ever need a job again in that industry, but like, charter schools are not good. They're like, I think they're good for the individual. Like, if you're a student, obviously, I think you will benefit from a charter school because smaller class sizes, more specialized, like individual learning, maybe. But it just, the whole system of charter school pulls from the public funding of like public school, which means that public school is getting less money. Charter school is already trying to scramble and take as much money as possible because they're charter school. They have nothing, so any amount of money is okay. Yeah, but that's it. That charter schools are just promises. They promise so many things and then they don't accomplish it, and they completely cater to the people who are behind, but not that well. You're totally right. Totally right. Yeah. And that's what I did too when I was at middle school, high school. I put my head down and pretty much relied on myself. And Cybuds is saying, and he told me that he got served moldy broccoli, cold fries, warm. Ooh, no, that's not okay. Yeah. Just ditched a lot of middle school. Loved them all. That's funny. Yeah. Honestly, the mall's food court probably has way better food. That's why he was the best teacher. True though. True. Kick it at the Burger King. That's funny. A lot of people at my middle school, high school would go to the Burger King too. There's also a place called the Gypsy Den that people would go to, but that was like for the rich kids because they could afford the food there. I was a straight A plus kid in class who everyone was chill with, but one pet peeve of mine. What's the pet peeve? Holding is when I know something and raise my hand. Huh? I don't know how that becomes a pet peeve though. You just don't like knowing everything or something? Doesn't call on you. Gotcha. I can kind of relate, I guess. Lamau. Yeah, lunches at schools are just sad. I was pretty lucky that I brought my own lunch. Not to say that it was like leaps and bounds better, but it was better, I think. I would raise my hand to speed up the class and force students struggling through popcorn reading. Like, bro, let me go fast. Yo, seriously though, you just want to go fast, bro. Killing on kids. Oh my god. Dyslexia is real today. Calling on kids who don't want to be called on isn't cool. It's low key bullying. All right, class. What's 23 times 9? I raise my hand. Jimothy. Purple? It was the kid I'd look to when I'm like, is this making sense? True, though. True. I can totally see that. Yeah. When I was in middle school, I was pretty quiet, so I didn't really raise my hand. I didn't come out of my shell until high school. Um, and and this is maybe a conversation for a different time, but I will leave that point at being like, I feel like I'm still coming out of my shell, like a little bit every week, every month. Um, I don't know. I just like didn't really participate, but I was always like paying attention. I was a pretty good student. V, I remember that one day when you said something about red, green, and blue, and you said, I mean red, yellow, blue, and I did not mean that, but I just accepted and looked it up later that night, and I felt so powerful for being correct. That's funny. Lamau, bruh. Um, yeah, I'm trying to like think of how to word this without like doxing the school. Um, but yeah, just Long Beach Charter is also not like. Actually, maybe that I can't add more to it. I think Myth was on the money. It's just it's a lot of promises, and like you have to be pretty lucky to capitalize on all the promises. Thanks for not making me look dumb, I guess, but also now that kid ain't gonna know their analogous colors. I remember playing basketball with my friends in after school, and like there was a crowd of kids cheering me on. Then I shot the ball and it didn't roll around the rim thing and it landed. Oh, the new art teacher. Oh my freaking god, worst everything. I will say I did not enjoy their vibe, but I don't know. I was trying to be like and so I mean I think as a student it is way easier to be negative and like not on the side of the teacher. Um and I think sometimes that's warranted. I think as a kid you kind of have to like protect yourself a little bit like mentally and emotionally. Um because I've had some pretty bad teachers. Like I've had teachers that have like broken down my confidence and made me feel pretty bad about myself. So I think it is easy to hate on a teacher as a student. Um, but when I was working on the admin side, I was just trying to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and trying to be amicable. I think mostly to make my work life like not so bad. Um, Yo, true. V talks about this still to this day. That art teacher did take all the like education slides and like stuff that V made and then literally locked them out of it. And I bet they're still using them to this day. Cause I was walking around, I saw V's work up there. Not that I could do anything about it, but I did make comments like, "Oh, hey, this looks familiar." And ask her for a marker and she'd be like, sure. And 20 minutes later, you go back up to her and ask for a marker. She just goes, yep, and you get it for you. I'm at least 5 minutes of class, she hands you the marker. That's funny. Charitability is the way to go for sure. You just have to. You have to. Side buds. One of my old teachers was and he allegedly did the no to a kid. Yikes. Low key though, have you confirmed that? Like, have you seen any like news articles or anything? Because I also had a lot of rumors going around my middle school, high school that were like several teachers that I personally had. And I haven't looked into it. I'm just too afraid, I guess. Not that like I want to see those teachers in a bright light. It's not about like trying to protect those people that quote unquote I knew. It's just like I want to put high school behind me. Yeah, OSHA is a cesspool, and I think it always has been. And and again, like I said, it's not about me trying to protect them. I think it's safe to assume that those rumors are right. Not, and I can't confirm them. I'm not saying like, hey, I'm here confirming the allegations, but and I'm not going to look into them because high school's behind me. I'm an adult now and I don't freaking want to go and dive into that. But if someone were to tell me and like really push for it, I'm not going to try and change their mind or push back at all. I'm just going to take it and be like, yeah, that fucking sucks. I saw a post on like Twitter. Yeah. That's usually how it happens, right? On social media. Because the news isn't going to talk about it until it's like something to talk about. But it was deleted. Yikes. Twitter, the most trustworthy source of information. Yes and no. But yeah, OSHA. Oh man, I think the teachers there, and I'm not even talking about the female teachers, just the dude teachers were kind of gross. You don't miss school, just the people. True. It gets better in college, I think. Mostly because like you're not really spending a whole lot of time in class. Like my college experience was way different than my high school experience because my middle school experience was just intense. Like emotionally, mentally, but also scheduling wise. Like I would go to school from 8:20 till 5:30. And we would have like a 30-minute or seventh block period. And we would have like I think a 30-minute lunch too. So like it was like having a full-time job because I would go Monday through Friday, 8:20 to 5:30. And it's not really 8:20 actually because I was living in Long Beach, and so we would have to commute. And that takes freaking forever because the high school's in Santa Ana, which is in Orange County, and I'm living in LA County. So it's like an hour. So really I'm getting up at like 6:30 to be ready by 7:30 so that we can drive to get to school by 8:20. And actually I don't know if it really was an hour, but like I just remember I needed to be ready an hour before. At least that's what my mom told me. There wasn't a community note, so I didn't think he did the thing. I don't know. I might go back and chill sometime before the end of the year. Maybe go to graduation if possible. I mean, yeah, if that's something that you're looking for or something you would like to do, especially if like you still have communication with friends there, I say go for it. I can't see why they would not have you. But the friends, teachers, a select few, because boy, oh boy, did I have problems with the American school system. Let me know if you want to hear. Yeah, dude, throw it in chat, dude. You don't have to like ask permission to talk. Like we're all just talking. Joe's not going anywhere. He seems very intent on listening to this conversation. I could tell by his facial expression. I remember when we saw you at the bus stop one day on the way to school. Yeah, dude, I saw you guys. Like it was right in front of the weed store, which I thought was always funny because like, I'm just here at the bus stop in front of the weed store. But honestly, like I'm sorry if I ever looked really sad at the bus stop because it was just really tough traveling back and forth from that job. It's kind of like one of the reasons I quit. I mean, it was several reasons altogether that I quit. Just because like there's not ever going to be one reason I'll quit anywhere. I think I can always like see the positive or like power through or give second chances to people that I believe in. But like V quit or like found something that they wanted to do, and the vibe just changed, and I wasn't getting paid enough. They denied me a raise 4 different times, and I was pretty certain. I was under the impression that like the person that I was going to wasn't really taking it to the board. They weren't even asking. They were just like taking it in their own initiative to tell me no, but saying that he took it to the board. So I don't know. It was just tough, you know. I needed more money because I was just like struggling, you know. I needed well, I guess I wanted my own apartment, or to be able to afford my own apartment. And technically I still can't afford my own apartment. I rent a room, which is what I have. Why, you're literally the best. Oh, dude, thank you. But I could have been even better if I had the things to support myself, like a vehicle. And that was like, I think, the cherry on top that made me think like, okay, I think I'm ready to leave this job. Like, I cannot be biking 10 miles a day just to get here and to get home. And it's just like too much. I was tired all the time. I was sweaty all the freaking time. And, you know, I had to dress professionally. So it was like, now I'm switching out of my bike clothes into professional clothes. And I'm sweating now. And I'm hot. And now I have to, like, pretend that I am ready to work, even though I'm not ready to work, because, oh, there goes the bell. So everyone's ready. Everyone's working. But I'm still trying to, like, calm down from the 5-mile bike ride to get to the school, and now I'm competing with cars who don't give a crap about my life and take my life into their hands on the road, even though there's a bike lane. You know, it's my lane, but is it? Not really. And then had to make difficult choices between many high caliber candidates and rejections. Yeah, I got an interview in 30 minutes, bro. I'm so burned out from rejection. I know, dude. Rejection sucks, but you got this. And, you know, don't feel bad about the rejection. I know that's easy for me to say, but trust me, you have supports. You know, Nikki's going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of you. And best case scenario, you get a job. Best case scenario, we're still together. So I hope that you feel supported. I've got to like 3 end round interviews to be hit with a no. Lamau. That hurts for sure. That hurt. LOL. Never mind. I forgot the story. That's okay, Cybuds. Nate, acknowledge my rejection. Tell me I'm pretty. It's gonna be okay. It is gonna be okay. I'm glad I got to that before I saw that because I want you to know that you are supported. I'm so glad I'm not an adult, so I don't have to pay taxes or have adult struggles. Cybuds, I hate to break it to you, but you're only getting older, my friend. You will be right here, and you will have supports too, hopefully. I wish that for you. Sometimes it is chalked up to luck, though. So if you find yourself struggling, try and stay in a positive space, and you got this. Adulthood does come for all of us. School is eating me alive, though. It's supposed to. I think it's supposed to. Not that makes it any better, but I think challenge is just inherent in, especially in our capitalistic society. And not that I think school should eat you alive. It's just like the reflection of our societal systems. So, Yeah. Well, welcome to being one level closer to an adult. I'm not gonna lie to you. That really never goes away. If it's not school, it's work, and if it's not work, it's relationships, and if it's not relationships, it's politics. No, it's not a challenge. That's not the issue. Okay. If the challenge was eating me alive, I'd be hella happy. The anti-challenge is infinite void. Oh. Okay, fair. That's fair. Don't remind me. This is not awesome. Yeah. I could understand the infinite void of anti-challenge being frustrating. Um what's crazy though is like while I'm staying open-minded and I think I don't want to be so assuming that I could say I'm 100% understanding where you're coming from because my experience was different. You know, when I was in middle school, high school, like I said, my schedule was crazy. And I'm just trusting the word that's out there, but supposedly OSHA has pretty good academics. You know, I did get into almost every college I applied for. Um, and um, it was a pretty strict and hard schedule to commit to. And what kept me going was just like that's all I knew. So I was like, I'm gonna finish this. Um, and by the time I got to college, I was already burnt out. I was tired and like ready for anti-challenge, and college was what I got, anti-challenge. You know, I went from going to school for like 8 hours to going to school for 8 hour. You know, I had sometimes I would have a single class on one day or no classes on a random Wednesday, for example, which was a crazy switch up to like have less dedicated time on campus. Or sorry, not on. I was on campus quite a bit, but dedicated time in class is what I meant. 100 chats, ha 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 ha. I like the streams. There more than one viewer, but I'm the only one chatting. Yeah, but today's a little different, right? It feels kind of cool having like three pretty chatty chatters in here. Um, I went to 3 different high schools and also got into each college I applied to. Kind of wild, to be honest, but it was my essay. I think so. You're a really good writer, and whether I think you might disagree with me, but I think you're a good orator too. And regardless of how you did in school, that's not even like a true representation of intelligence. CSULB, I'm from Sacramento, then Cal State LA for masters. Yeah. I'm also Cal State Long Beach. Went to Long Beach City College too, though. Which I might have a hot take here, but if you have the privilege to like have enough money to go straight to the state school, go straight to the state school. You're gonna have much more fun. You're gonna have just more time on a like younger and more motivated campus. I think my Long Beach City like experience was great in just the sense of like finances. Like I was paying $32 a semester, which was amazing because that's what I could afford. I couldn't have afforded a state school right away. So I was very glad I went to City College, but I was surrounded by people who were just not motivated and kind of like didn't really have a plan. Not to say that I had the greatest plan either, but I was planning to transfer. Whereas like I guess I was just meeting a lot of people who were like smoking weed and coming to school super high, and like, then all of a sudden we need to be making groups for a project, and I would be like, are you sure you want to be in my group? Because I'm going to ask you to do stuff. I'm trying to get an associate's in computer science at the community college and transfer to UCLA, hopefully. Yo, dude, do it. Do it. If you're going in with a plan like that, you're already way and above. So just stick to the plan. Even if you change computer science, like if, say, you decide you don't want to do that anymore, still go through it, because once you transfer over, they can't really do too much about it. Once you're at UCLA, you could switch it up, you could do whatever you need. Just make sure you follow through on the plan of transferring over. Gotta go prep for my interview. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for staying in as long as you did. I hope that the prep and the interview go well. And if I'm still live, jump in. Let us know how it goes. We'll chat about it. We could decompress together if you want. And I love you and you're supported. Okay. Let's see here. Is there anything else I want to say about college? I think going back to the like infinite void feeling of anti-challenge, it will just, I think you'll still get that, but it will feel different in college. It's not like you're going to be challenged in classes for sure. Maybe not all of them, but like for most of them, you'll be challenged for sure. But you're also going to have a lot of downtime. Even if you go full time, say you're taking 18 units of classes, you're still going to have a lot of downtime. So what I suggest is stay on campus, like develop a routine where like you're on campus for like 25% of the same time that you would spend in classes. Go to the library. If they have I was going to call it the Horn Center, but that's not right. Like a computer center, like a computer room. They have a computer room. Even if you're just in there watching YouTube videos and hanging out, do it. Just staying on campus, there's just opportunities there you're not going to think of. It's like a weird networking type deal, but also is stimulating. So it's like it kind of helps combat that anti-challenge, I think. That reason I wanted to say the Horn Center is because that's what they call the computer room at Cal State Long Beach, on lower campus. And I would go there and just, if I was done with all my homework and didn't really need to do anything more, I would just go in there and watch like Action Bronson, like Vice travel videos, Words of encouragement with Nathan, Mythical Gets advice. Yeah, actually, but I don't know if you're even needing this advice. Just let me know if it gets kind of annoying. Like, I don't want to get like die. I don't want to like turn into a preachy type streamer. That's not what I'm here for. But think that's about it. I guess I do have a question for you guys. Would you guys want to live on campus? I think that it sounds really cool. If I could afford it, I really wish I could have done that, but it wasn't in the cards for me. Joe has seriously been staring at us for quite a while. True. We'll play the video. But that question still stands. If you guys want to discuss it with me, I'll chat about that too, about like dorming, or because even at UCLA, right? UCLA has some pretty sick dorms, I think. Depends if I need to have a job at the same time, because then no, but if not, then sure. I mean, you don't need a job to get into dorms. The only thing is you probably would need a scholarship or several scholarships or grants. Even with so when I went to college, I applied for the Cal grant, the Pell grant, the ASI scholarship, and I pulled 2 loans. And I still couldn't afford to dorm. I lived at home the entire time. Then I wouldn't want to live on campus. Fair. But who knows, you know, if you get like a very hefty scholarship and they say it can be used for dorming, I would do it at least for one of the years. Just because of like being able to capitalize of being on campus, like I was talking about before. If you're like 100% on campus, like you're gonna get 100% of the perks and amenities of going to UCLA. Or sleeping on a single mattress? There's nothing wrong with sleeping on a single mattress. I do that. I hope my future isn't getting yelled at for not putting extra pickles on someone's Big Mac. I hope not to. But someone's got to do it, you know? And you do get paid for that. So, you know, don't clown on the job because who knows? I'm trying to play Division 1 tennis, so that's probably a partial scholarship. Okay. I mean, Division 1 though, like I hope they would offer more than a partial scholarship. And plus, tennis is kind of like popping off right now too. I think mostly because there's just like in the last 5 years, so many tennis movies have come out. And I think tennis was already kind of popular. And plus, the more people who play pickleball, the more people who are going to transition into tennis anyway. Cybuds, you like soccer? Hell yeah. I like watching soccer. But I've never really played soccer before. I've played a single season of baseball and I hated it. I'm not really a sports guy. I've never really like played competitive sports. I do like running though. I used to like riding my bike too, but I ride my bike every day for my vehicle, so it slowly eats at my soul sometimes. Just people nearly killing me. D1 tennis isn't a guaranteed full scholarship, especially to somewhere like UCLA, but partial is pretty much guaranteed. Okay. All right, fair. In that case, like, you better take that partial scholarship. Do not waste that opportunity. All right, I'm gonna play the video.
Mouth, are these guys on the path to redemption? Should I be getting my hopes up? Well, there is really only one way to find out, and that is to fire up the Jetta and head on over to Wingstop in
I've nearly died on my bike so many freaking times. It's never my fault. It's never your fault. They just never use their they never use their turn signals. They never use the like, or not use. They never take into account the bike lane. Like, it's just crazy. People are parking in there all the time. People are just turning without turn signals, crossing the bike lane, and just generally not looking out for you. And like, I take every precaution. Like, I have 2 lights, front and back, and I wear a helmet. And it's just like, there's just no excuse for the cars nowadays. Yeah, true. I do see some cars that don't freaking turn their headlights on. Yeah. I think they're just trying to kill us. No love for the bikers, honestly.
Cartersville, Georgia. I've got my chicken sandwiches. Let's do the Joe is hungry temperature test. Sandwich number 1 is 185.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken sandwich number 2.
Okay, we are getting to. I'm sorry, we're pausing Joe again, but we're getting into a topic that I feel a lot about. I have and there's always cars parked in the bike lanes on large streets. True, and if you live in Long Beach and you pass by Broadway quite a bit, listen. I never yell. I never get frustrated at them. I keep it inside and I bottle it, and I will continue to bottle it. But there have been these like street food places putting up full-on tents on the sidewalk, but not just the sidewalk. They're half sidewalk, half bike lane. And I'm riding my bike underneath their tent trying to use the bike lane. And it is freaking ridiculous. One of these days, one of them's going to step off the curb and they're going to collide into me. Even though I'm like, up ahead, coming through, and slowing down. Like, I'm not even going up to the speed that I really should be able to. And it's just frustrating because it's like an accident is going to happen. Maybe not today, but an accident is going to happen because humans are idiots. You're an idiot. Stop setting up your whole entire food store where you're making like hot food on a grill in the bike lane. What if you bump into me and crash and I flip onto that grill? Now I have 3rd-degree burns. It doesn't even matter if you have a helmet on, because I'm going to die or get seriously injured. And then do I get workers' comp? No, because it happened after work or before work. Am I going to have any help in any way for my health care? Probably not, because, and this is my own judgment, but if you're running a street food cart, you probably aren't investing or saving money to think about, if I run into you or you cause an accident. You're probably struggling just as much as I am. Or when there's a person on their phone and their door. Yeah, true. That's annoying. The day Nathan dies is the die I lose a way to get what? Oh, is the day I lose a way to get free clown place to chill and talk. I mean, true. Water Fountain 7. Thanks for jumping into the chat, dude. Let's see what this question is. You're gonna derail us a little bit, but that's okay. Would you rather have $100 every day, but you have to jump on your bed the moment you look at your mom, or give £10 to charity, but there's a random... Oh, yeah. I think the first one, I don't want anyone to be like, yeah, Water Fountain 7. That's a weird question, bruh. But that's okay for now. If it gets weirder, though, I'm gonna have to take drastic actions, okay? Okay, but I'm also seeing, like, why none? I feel like the first one is way better. Like, you get $100 a day, and all you have to do is jump on your bed if you see your mom. Like, that's easy. I don't have a mom, so, I would never have to jump on the bed. I'm just gonna get $100 a day. That would be kind of sick. You can't go anywhere with your mom? I know, because she doesn't exist. Thanks for bringing it up, Mythical. I'm just kidding. First one would be so inconvenient. Imagine in a store you look at your mom. I can't, Cybuds. Walk back home and jump on the bed. Oh, that's not what you meant, Nathan. There's a stream lag. Okay, my bad. I was explaining why that would be inconvenient. Oh, true. Like, it is inconvenient. It totally is inconvenient. But so is working. And $100 a day, 7 days a week, that's actually not bad. That's not that bad. Because, like, $700 a week, 4 weeks in a month, that's $2,800. You could afford your own apartment. I was explaining why that would be. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's like decent. It's not great, but it's decent. You could afford an apartment, and eat. You know, you might be able to go out every blue moon. You probably wouldn't save any money unless you're very dedicated. But like $100 a day is not bad. And having to jump on your bed because you saw your mom is pretty much just as much work as like having to make coffee or pour beer or take someone's order, or deliver something. You know, there's, in fact, that's probably even easier than having to do any like delivery work. And $36,500, or sorry, $36,500 a year is like probably around the same amount that you would make if you were like on the lowest rung of Amazon. It's definitely a little bit more than you would make as like in the service industry. I think last year I made $29,000. Yeah, it was like just shy of 30K, I think. Gummy worm. Yo, Water Fountain, you got any other questions for us? Just please don't include any rape stuff, okay? It's just not a really fun question. I indulged you though because I do appreciate questions being generated in chat. So don't feel like I'm attacking you in any way. Like, I just am asking you very kindly, no rape questions, please. It's just too intense. In the meantime, let's see if Wingstop brings it back this time.
Is 192.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken sandwich number 3 is 195.8 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter in my book is always better. And apparently, Wingstop in Cartersville, they get it because they passed with flying colors. The Joe is hungry temperature test. Now it's time to get to the truth of the matter. Get ready for a Joe is hungry fried chicken autopsy. Head back to the studios and do the Joe is hungry weight test.
Before we get into the weight test, my order at Wingstop, I kind of get the same thing every single time, is 10-piece boneless gang. Shout out Connor Dog VA. I get 10-piece boneless Korean barbecue, spicy Korean barbecue, and mango habanero with a side of the veggie sticks. It's carrots and celery. And that's all I need. Hypothetically, if you got $100 every day and your mother was dead, over the course of 4 years, you would have to have either $146,000 or $146,100. Still not bad. That's still not bad. That could be college right there. I mean, assuming you weren't spending it on like living, like if you were living at home and didn't have to pay for rent or food, that could be college. Listen, anybody want to give me $100 a day? we are taking donations publicly, and currently the React Lords pod is in desperate need of a production value boost. And we are innovating in the game every single day by bringing you this beautiful, beautiful content, but we could be giving you so much more. We could be giving you so much more, I promise you. So if there are any Oilers in chat, please consider donating to your small streamer. We would love you such a long time, I promise.
Today, these things actually come with dipping sauce. I am not going to include these in the weights. I am not going to calculate into the prices because that's how I did it back in 2022. So for today's purposes, I'm going to take off for the packaging. In other words, I'm going to set the chair on the scales. Chicken sandwich number 1 weighs in at 6.85 ounces. Chicken sandwich number 2 weighs in at 7.40 ounces. Chicken sandwich number 3 weighs in at 9.00 ounces or 255 grams. Well, we were doing so good there for a while. Your weight's 5 grams. Ounces. Chicken sandwich number 3 weighs in at 9.00 ounces.
Yeah, those are all really way off. That's kind of crazy. I never really think about it at Wingstop. I also have never gotten the chicken sandwich.
Or 255 grams. Well, we were doing so good there for a while. Your weights, they're all over the place. Wingstop today, unfortunately, you failed.
Yeah, fluctuating
the Joe is hungry
way too much.
Consistency weight test. Now it seems like posting your own serving weights have kind of bit you in the butt here, Wingstop.
Is that how you spell fluctuating? I feel like there's an X in it. Fluct. Yeah, you got it. Dude, first try. Hell yeah.
You have some sort
Yeah,
of
no X, but I don't know. I mean, you knew. In your heart of hearts, you knew because you didn't spell it with an X.
portion control problem, which is no fault of the employees. They did an excellent job. They cooked it to order. No question about it. So that only leaves one more thing to do, and that would be to add them all up, average them out, do the math, and you come up with an average weight of 7.75 ounces, which is less than the 8.50 ounces they have in their nutritional information, and that brings you a 76 cents an ounce per ounce price. So now this leads us on to the next chapter in this little video, the one and only, the Joe is hungry. Big reveal.
Oh, big.
This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like.
I gotta go for now, but maybe back later if you're still live. See ya. Yeah, no worries, dude. Hopefully I'll see you later. I'll be live till at least 3, but we'll see if I'm gonna stay live a little bit longer. But I will be here till 3. They put pickles in the wrong order. Ah!
We saw how much it was. It's a little bit better price than it was back in 2022, even though they charged a little bit more for the sandwich. It was definitely prepared well. They were checking all the boxes. But then the weight test. I think they need to work on their portion control a little bit. But that really doesn't tell the tale. What really is going to get it is the one and only, the Joe is hungry bite test.
Here we go.
It is bite test.
The only test that really
Engage.
matters. All right. Wait, how many cuts? How many cuts? How many cuts? So you just saw there was one cut right there. See? One cut, right? How many of these cuts are we going to get until he starts talking again? Like when the music ends. That's the bet. I think I'm going to go with lucky number 13.
Test, engage.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think that one counts too. I'm going to say 25, but once in Will's chat, he didn't count it. There's 25 right there. 26, 27, 28.
It was definitely cooked hot.
I've never seen a 28er. What the hell is happening? I was so off by like, yeah, Diet Coke. I'm not a big fan of Diet Coke. I don't really get it.
Hot and fresh.
I mean, I guess if you drink soda like pretty often, maybe it makes sense, but I don't have soda that often, so like I would just have a regular Coke. Like, why not have the good stuff, the original? I thought to myself, like 19. Yeah, I mean, you were way closer than I was.
Pulled right out of the fryer. I saw it with my own eyes, and it was definitely cooked with care. The breading was crispy, crunchy, and stayed stuck to the chicken, a feeling that I noticed at Popeyes. It has a mild, savory flavor, maybe a little bit under seasoned. Maybe I'm being a little too picky. And I know some of you out there are going to say, Joe, you need to put some flavors on it. I mean, I can see it in the comments already. But you need to have a good foundation to build on, and that is the only way I know how to tell. Well, before I pass...
Okay, so far, he's not saying anything like overly critical. He's also making excuses for them, which I appreciate because I'm a Wingstop fan. I have a bias. I think he's going to give them like a 6.5 maybe. In my heart of hearts, I want it to be a 7 though.
Pass judgment. I'd really like to know what Shadow Joe thinks, so let's take one step forward and 2 steps back and do the Joe is hungry sneakadoodle bite.
Wingstop sneakadoodle bite #1.
Oh, look, it looks so good actually. Like, I love seeing that big
The
chunky
Joe is
piece of
hungry
chicken hanging out.
sneakadoodle bite.
Wingstop
Look at
sneakadoodle
that. That actually looks like the picture that he showed us earlier.
bite #1.
He didn't even eat the bread. He just had a bite of the chicken.
Sneakadoodle bite #2. Sneakadoodle bite #3.
Oh, shit. Just dropped part of my chair.
This is looking a lot better.
Sweet. Finally.
It is crunchy, definitely cooked fresh, definitely cooked with care. It is savory. This is a completely different animal than last time. So let's move on with this video.
With that out of the way, now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down
wait,
is that
hold on.
slippery slope.
Let's go back there. Okay, so 0 to 5, free fall to food hell, middle of the road fast food, above average drive-through food, decent fast food, local only, food to travel greater than 30 miles, food nirvana, almost never. Yeah, bro can hold a stare for sure. We're kind of helping him though. Above average. Wingstop is not a drive-through place that I know of, but I don't. Maybe it's not necessarily like it has to be drive-through. I want it to be a 7, but I think it's gonna be in here. It's either 6 or 7.
9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is
Nah. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe it's in the one right below it. What was that? It was like
1 to 10.
the 5 to 6 middle of the road fast food. I think I would still be okay if it was there. I definitely don't think it's in free fall to food hell. There's no way. That's in only unless you order it for sure. For sure.
And 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So
Okay, I'll give it. I think Joe is gonna give it like a 5.8, or maybe he'll give it a 5.9, saying like it could be, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Let's go ahead and give this the score that it really deserves.
5.9. 5.9.
Wingstop. I'll be truthful with you.
5.9.
Shadow Joe and I, we couldn't stop talking about.
I got Cajun wings in my throat for the rest of the day. What? No way. I'm sorry, dude. That sucks.
It all the way home.
5.9.
We were toying with high 7s, maybe even low 8. But in order to do that, you need to check all the boxes. Apparently you have some sort of portion control issue going on. Maybe you need to talk to your suppliers. I don't know. It's not my problem. If any of y'all out there want to get one of these, tell them to cook it to order, and hopefully you might get a big one. With that all aside, I like this sandwich, and you did not forget the pickles. So today, Wingstop, I'm gonna go 6.8. That is my number. This is
Let's fucking go. We got a 6.8. I thought he was going to go low. Okay. So we're in average. Right? Yeah. I think the range was 6 to 7 was average food, drive-through, whatever. Okay. I'm happy. I just didn't want him to hate on Wingstop because I personally like Wingstop, and I didn't want him to fuck with my food.
I will see you.
Maybe we will try the sandwich then next time. Although I'm not gonna do what he did. He didn't get any sauce on it. Like, I'm not a ranch fan. Like, I'm not talking about the dips. They offer dips with the chicken sandwich, but they also offer battering the chicken in the sauces that are classic to the Wingstop place. So I would probably get a mango habanero like chicken sandwich. I don't know. Maybe he did it plain because it is like the default. Rather, if he did the sauces, maybe he would have to try one for each sauce. But I already know which sauce I like, and I would go with the mango habanero for sure. I think it would go with really nice with the pickles anyway.
In the next video.
Hell yeah. Let's drop him a like on that. We love that. Yeah, the intro for this was low-key fire. We have our tech video that we didn't get to follow all the way with V. So let's let's cue this guy up, and then we will talk about it. In the meantime, though, I do have to go to the bathroom again, so please entertain yourselves, and I will be right back. I'm gonna type a question into the chat, and I want to see you guys answer me back. Oh my god. Okay. What is your favorite fast food that you could eat any day of the week? Question mark. Mine is probably Wingstop, and I love the mango habanero and the spicy Korean barbecue. It's so goated. I don't see any answers in chat. That's okay though. I forgive you. All right. All right. Let's cue up this video. Poop. That's all right. That is okay. All right, here we go. CoffeeZilla's video on the rabbit. Supposedly it could be a scam. We don't know. Poop Donald's? Poop King? So you're a burger guy, huh? I like In-N-Out, I think, for burgers.
Tens of millions in
Their fries suck, though. I get them anyway because I must put fries inside the burger. But I don't like the fries on their own. They're just really bad. Rabbit sucks. Supposedly, we're about to find out why.
venture capital, promised the world and delivered on almost none of it. Worse, though, it's built on a scam that the founder is now trying to distance himself from. But, hey, where are my manners? I'm trying to be more positive in 2024.
Positive.
So let's let this company introduce themselves at least before we say anything negative about them.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jesse, and I'm the founder and CEO of Rabbit. This is the Rabbit R1. I can speak or type with R1. I can also use R1 to call a ride. I can also use R1 to order food. I can also make R1 to a set of more complex actions. For example, if I want to plan a trip to London, I can just describe what I wish in full to R1. You can order the R1 now at rabbit.tech, and we are shipping Easter 2024.
Well, there you go. That's not so bad. You got yourself a standard tech guy in a black shirt promising the world Apple keynote background. What could go wrong? Oh, and I guess it's past Easter 2024, so the product should have shipped. So before we talk about the scam angle, let's briefly check in with Tech YouTube for how this AI assistant
Yes,
is
please tell us.
assistanting. The thing that you get at the beginning is like borderline non-functional.
Book an Uber to LTT Labs.
The rideshare status is currently unavailable.
Give me a ride.
Apologies. The Uber ride request couldn't be processed.
What is this?
You are holding a taco.
That's not good. I could give them a few lessons on positivity. Turns out, basically everyone in the tech sector tag teamed this product for being non-functional or plain wrong about things that Rabbit said the R1 could handle. Things just weren't working. But what if I told you that wasn't the biggest scam? That this company is built on something much worse. And now that I've been so cheery and positive, let's go down the rabbit hole and see what's under the hood. Yes, it's a bunch of rabbit jokes. So
No,
the first thing we need to do
literally?
is go to their webpage. The
Literally?
R1 is created by something called Rabbit Incorporated. But this company has a strange history. It was originally registered under a different name, Cyber Manufacture Co. In fact, they changed their name 2 months before their official announcement. And it turns out that name change is pretty significant because Cyber Manufacture Co. wasn't just like a shell company or the same company under a different name. They had separately raised venture capital for a completely different project. Not AI. It was
They raised capital, but not from a related industry. Is that what I'm understanding? I think I've got to roll that back. Hold on.
the same company under a different name. They had separately raised venture capital for a completely different project. Not AI.
Okay, they had money they raised for a different project, not for anything AI related or Rabbit. So how did Rabbit get the money, huh?
It was for NFTs. Now, before you laugh, remember, this is 2020.
Gross. I hope none of you guys own any NFTs. That is a scam. And that you are huffing on the copium if you believe differently. Oh my God. In Long Beach, there was this NFT burger place. Of course, it's out of business now. And you know what took its place? A Mexican restaurant, as it should have been from the beginning. But anyway, it was called Bored and Hungry, and it like, I don't know. We never went. What? Not my holographic mermaid. It's worth $1 trillion. Yeah, but $1 trillion what? $1 trillion what? US dollars? I'm gonna call BS. Know nothing about Tech Andy.
21, when people took NFTs very seriously. According to a press release, the project was called Gamma, and it was at the intersection of gaming, community ownership, and Web3 buzzwords.
Ohio.
What does that have to do with AI? Well, not really much. Conversely, Rabbit today also sort of wants nothing to do with crypto. Their founder, Jesse, announces for Rabbit, "Let me be clear, quote, we will never touch crypto. Never." Okay, well, that's pretty strong, but given their whole past is built on crypto NFTs, it's a little strange. Now, when Gamma is brought up, Jesse doesn't really deny that he ran the project. He sort of makes it sound like it was no big deal, just kind of a thing of the past. Quote, "Gamma was a fun little project I was involved with during early COVID time. My main work is to build a Unreal Engine 5 space station themed game that I later open sourced. Yes, Gamma released NFTs, and I bought a bunch myself just for fun. Never trade, never released any token or crypto coins, and I left that project once the game was open sourced." Well, there you go, haters. Case closed. It was a fun little multi-million-dollar project he did. He just built it on Unreal Engine. He may have sold a few NFTs, but he bought a few NFTs. So, you know, it's not a scam. Please don't look into this. Please do not.
It's not strange, not sarcasm. Lots of Bitcoin bros got into AI because they are driven by money. My old bosses was like this. Yep.
Look into this. This is not a scam. Oh.
Rabbit hold. Thank you to Emily Shepard for her hard work reporting parts of the story, as well as her assistance clarifying details related to Gamma and finding company documents related to a Rabbit and cyber manufacturer.
Some people may have looked into it. First,
and for
Emily
many dudes,
Shepard,
it is just
and
a
then
few
the writer
mil,
and
like, it
podcaster
ain't
Ed
nothing.
Zitron.
True, which is crazy, because, like, the scale is just criminal. Like, $1 million could do so much. I mean, it's going to be able to do less and less every day that passes, but, I mean, $1 million would change my life for sure.
Ron jumped in the...
Honestly, $1 million would change our life. We could probably stream and make content full time and actually have a chance. Sam Bankman fried.
Right, with a great article. Now, I spoke to Ed, and he told me
brother.
a very different story than Jesse about this Gamma project.
It's so weird, and it's the same company. And in 2021, they raised this $6 million, and then Jesse Liu, across several hours of Clubhouse that I subjected myself to, promised the world and more.
Now, I have to say, promise the world and more is slightly inconsistent with fun little COVID project. So I decided I needed to listen to these recordings of Jesse talking about Gamma myself back in the day and find out who was really telling the truth. Jesse or Jesse?
I don't want to make Gamma, or none of us want to make Gamma as a hype and dump program. This is a legit team with millions of dollars of fundings behind. Basically, we're dumping.
We had $1 million. We invest $750K and stretch the rest over 5 years. Prepay rent, invest ourselves. Totally.
Millions of
It would
money.
be sick. It would be sick, but I mean, $1 million just doesn't fall out of the sky.
Into it, just to make sure that it will be a next level experiences.
Okay, I have to admit, it definitely sounds like Ed is right. This is
I was
sort
just
of
hoping maybe something would fall out of the
whatever
sky.
the opposite of a quick NFT hype and dump project is. And this is where things get much weirder.
So NFT is only just the beginning, the very beginning of this. We probably think that the NFT part will only take,
no more than 20% of the entire weight of this entire Gamma project. So after NFT, we have this huge, groundbreaking ideas about Gammaverse. Then after
It
that,
does if you work in AI or tech or finance. True.
we have this, again, huge
Definitely should not have picked
ideas about
international
the clean
studies
energy
as my
versus
major.
Gamma coin. And that, the chances that Gamma coin becomes the first
We're
not
getting
only,
out of the neighborhood with
carbon
this.
neutral, but actually carbon negative crypto 2.0
Kinda.
or Bitcoin 2.0. I think that's completes the entire Gamma story.
Hopefully now you're starting to see why I think it's strange for Jesse to claim that Gamma was a fun little project where he never released these tokens or crypto coins, when that's sort of what he promised. He told people he was going to release a carbon negative Bitcoin 2.0. And look, I know it sounds stupid now, but again, 2021 was a different time.
It was.
And remember, Jesse had millions in backing. It's
So
not
many
hard to
people
see how
got tricked into thinking NFTs and Bitcoin were going to go somewhere. And maybe it could have been. It could have gone somewhere, but I think human error is what happened. I just don't think Bitcoin and NFTs were the thing. Too many greedy people out there. Swindled and hoodwinked for sure. You're so bored of this drama? I'm not I wouldn't say I'm bored. I just I guess I'm sick and tired of getting got. Rabbit sucks. Bitcoin sucks. AI sucks. NFTs suck. It literally is swindled and hoodwinked. That's what it feels like every single time. And to be fair, I think out of those options, AI is the one that I feel like is the most unscammy so far, but still is in the scam. It's still in the scam vicinity, because if you look at Scarlett Johansson's drama with OpenAI, that's kind of got a feeling of being swindled, right? I just tech is maybe too unregulated or too novel that people are getting swindled too easily because they just don't know any better. It's only a scam when you look too closely, because technically everything is a scam based. So based. Dude, just being an American is a scam.
people took him seriously. He said it didn't matter how the NFTs did. He was going to execute. But where are those millions? The money raised from customers. When the company changed to Rabbit, where did it go? Did it go to develop Rabbit, a completely different project? I don't know. I'd love to sit down with Jesse and find out. What I do know, though, is that so many of the promises of Gamma didn't happen. And this is relevant to the R1, not just because this project is built on the skeleton of that scam project. It's also because the R1 was overhyped in a similar way as a do-it-all device. But this same company isn't some historyless company. They have
It can't even identify a taco.
History of abandoning investors like they did with Gamma NFTs. I mean, Jesse even
NFTs
told people who were worried about the NFTs, don't pay attention to that. It's all going to work out. You just got to be a true supporter.
I would suggest for our true supporters, do not pay too much detail about the current NFT mechanisms, because that doesn't matter. I can safely say that even if the entire NFT project completely failed, which I don't think that's the case, we're gonna still push the Gammaverse, and we're gonna still push the clean energy and Gamma coin happen using our funds.
I cannot emphasize enough, that was a lie. That never happened. The clean energy Gamma coin never got published or built or launched, even though Jesse said they were going to do it. They had the money. By the way, we all know it's vaporware, but I think it's important to really hear him sell it, because this is the same guy who wants you to take him seriously when he sells you the future of AI. take a listen to the whole vision really laid out.
Gamma coin, which is basically Bitcoin 2.0, that is 100% generated by clean energy. And we did the math, we did the calculations to where if you own over 1,800 megawatts of clean energy generation, that means you will have extra generated electricity that you can donate back to city grid. So the general concept is, let's say if you own a Gamma NFT, that means you own the equal portion in valuation of your NFTs at that moment of that clean energy grid that we started.
I don't think that's how it works.
That means
I don't think that's how it works,
power.
bro. There's no way. There's no way that's how it works. Even if it was somehow tied to clean energy, I don't think that it can be 1-to-1 like that. There's no way.
That
Wait,
portion.
it could? Yeah, but wouldn't that fluctuate though? I don't think it could be 1-for-1. I think that there could be like a relationship or like a valuation for sure, but I don't think like if you owned, oh well, I guess it doesn't exist, so they own nothing, right? Having currency tied to a material is best, no? Otherwise you're just printing shit and saying it's worth it. Yeah, but even if we're saying the valuation of clean energy, like that still just translates to cold hard cash, no? Wouldn't the material always just be money? I find it hard to believe that energy could, I guess maybe because it's a resource, and I guess all money is just like a translation of resources. Okay, I can change my mind on this. I can maybe change my mind on this. It's the opportunity to make even more money. Okay. Okay.
Of the clean energy solar panels that generates that power, and that means you own that power, and that also means that you own that portion of that power, and that power will be used to generate gamma coins. That means you can earn your gamma coins out of this entire clean energy cycle.
All right, let's try to suspend our disbelief for a second here and figure this out. Basically, he's saying buying NFTs.
It's landlord type shit. I'm being for real, for real. I don't like it either. Okay. Huh. I don't know if I totally understand the landlord thing.
And figure this out. Basically, he's saying buying NFTs somehow would build a clean energy grid, which you would sort of co-own, which would make clean tokens, sort of the thing. And look, I know that sounds a little insane, but the funny thing is, it's sort of the most sensible part of this project, because as I learned, that wasn't even close to the end of it.
They were saying there was going to be a storefront on, I think, Fairfax Avenue across from Supreme in LA.
It's like your house, but it's for some other purpose, not to be your house. Someone else's actually. Lamau, you get your money because you own it. Okay. Like collecting dividends, maybe? Kind of like that. Like I own stock in this company that is generating money, and then they're going to pay it back to me. But in this case, it's like I own these gamma coins that are a translation of clean energy that I bought into, and now that is making me more money.
They were going to do a comic book. They claimed there's a Discord thing.
Essentially, like, it's not a one-to-one comparison, but ideally it's close. Okay. Okay, I think I'm kind of understanding a little bit more. They made a comic book that sounds just like Andrew Tate. That's crazy. Why? I don't understand. Like,
yeah, they said a comic book, a TV show, an MMORPG, and at one point, yes. And then Jesse Liu at one point said that the future of this thing you would control using your brain logic. It is insane.
Am I the only
like Neuralink? What is happening? What the heck
one
is
who doesn't
happening
know
right now?
what brain logic control is? Look, when I first heard this, I thought this cannot be right. This project is already crypto plus NFTs plus clean energy plus comic books. Surely they aren't going to wrap in AI as well, right?
The ultimate goal is that each NPC will be powered by AI algorithms, and then you will be interact directly with them using your natural language.
Dude, okay, this is crazy because it sounds like someone, like if a normie had just a rudimentary idea of what AI's capabilities was, and then was like, I am going to use that AI to do this, because the AI is so smart it can do it. That's what it sounds like.
And your brain logic. I think that will be the ultimate goal. And when I say ultimate goal, I don't think that's like a 10 years plan. I think, in the next couple of years, we might just have a very good chance to achieve it.
Oh, he did. He promised it in 2 years. Okay, well, why not toss in AI to the buzzword salad? In fact, I guess it maybe relates it more to Rabbit. Maybe we do have the connection, right? The brain logic interface is the connection. I mean, why not just make it the Matrix while you're at it?
I mean, it surely is a Matrix to my extent and to the original concept of the Matrix that, you
Kill me
will
now.
be reborn.
I mean,
reborn
sorry,
with
video
your
game,
alter
in a video
identity in
game.
this metaverse, and whatever you do in the real world matches the exact consequences in the digital world.
Okay, did this man just do the if you die in the game,
you die in real
life, unironically, while selling NFTs? The answer is yes. And my only follow-up question is, if you get scammed in the metaverse, do you get scammed in real life in this world too? Look, I'm not here to stump for the bigwig venture capitalists who lost their faces on this. At the end of the day, these are both consumer-facing businesses. They got real people to invest real money into both the $200 Rabbit R1 and into this Gamma NFT project. Both are overhyped. One just already didn't deliver what they promised, while the other is working on fixing it. So,
which one's which?
What can be done here? Well, for one, the minimum is that the Gamma NFT holders should be refunded the money they spent. I mean, this isn't even my crazy, wacky suggestion. Jesse suggested it himself in those Clubhouse calls.
And I better pay my money to collect your NFT back if you think this is just an NFT hype and dump project. I have to say that. So the communities will have my words. Anyone that is not envisioning the Gamma to the stage 2 or 3, just want to make a couple of E's out of stage 1, reach out to me. I will buy your NFTs. Okay, I will buy your Gammas and get a fuck out. All right?
All right. We'll take you up
from
on that.
his mouth.
So I reached out again to Jesse about these refunds, but he didn't respond again. The Rabbit team did, though. They told me Jesse would not refund investors. The quote was out of context. The project was never abandoned. It was actually open sourced. What does that mean? Well, Rabbit claims the Gamma team delivered everything they promised in 3 stages. The one problem is the 3 stages they gave me aren't the 3 stages they promised. The metaverse, by the way, they said they created too, is not a metaverse. It's an Unreal Engine project file that I downloaded to play. It's based on a starter game called Lyra. You can see the starter assets here. And the things Gamma did do made the game so buggy that it crashed every minute. But it gets worse. The Rabbit team denied Gamma ever promised the carbon negative coin, which they repeatedly promised. They said, the coin you referred to never materialized, nor was it ever promised or delivered. Now, obviously, I thought I had a stroke. Here I was listening to Jesse promise it. But also, he even put it in a video saying, explaining Gamma with our roadmap.
Ultimately, our efforts will lead to the Gamma token, the first ever carbon-negative cryptocurrency powered by our sun. Together, we will create a sustainable future for all life on the planet we call home. Join the Discord today and meet your fellow crew members. Gamma.
I don't know how they could have been more clear.
Yo, are they using the NASA font? Get him, NASA.
I don't know how they could have been more clear. I think it's amazing to have them say now, we never promised that. Only to find a roadmap video with you promising, in big letters, carbon negative cryptocurrency. It's just gaslighting at this point to pretend otherwise. What is funny is that Rabbit also mentions clean...
Yo, gaslight is just the new come up, though. I feel like everyone's doing it.
energy initiatives they say they did, like reducing gas fees. But again, that's not what they promised. They promised a clean energy grid. Jesse also promised it on Discord. His post was in Chinese, but he's clearly talking about OpenSea transactions being used to buy land to build the clean energy grid, which is going to help mine Gamma coins, which is exactly what he said on Clubhouse. I mean, these people are contradicting themselves in multiple languages. I'll let you decide at the end of the day if the Rabbit team is being honest here. Towards the end, they even tried to tell me that Gamma, in our opinion, and as stated in the fact sheet, has no connection with Rabbit. But the fact sheet they're talking about, they sent me in a document called Gamma Project Fact Sheet. You can't just declare your own facts when it's the same company who made both things, the Rabbit and the Gamma Project. How can you say there's no connection? But after realizing no accountability would be taken and no refunds would be given by this project, I began to feel bad for Gamma investors. It made me wonder, what else is this team hiding?
Why do we feel bad for Gamma investors, though? Like, regardless, I do think that they should get their money back, but like, been 4 years now since NFTs and like cryptocurrency has kind of fallen off. Stop. Don't touch your money. Just stop it. Get some help.
Well, I decided to find out.
Wait, but this is the end of the video. I feel like I didn't really learn or see anything about the rabbit. Only that Gamma is associated with it. Oh, there's nothing more. We're just looking at supporters now. Huh. Dude, this guy is really living in Cyberpunk 2077, I swear. Alright. We'll subscribe and like it. Finally, remember the password to the main channel. It's going to be a scam busting summer. Is that what happened? Did he just, or is he being sarcastic? Gotta write that stuff down, man. I'm just going to steal all your Bitcoin. Voidzilla channel. Voidzilla. Hold on. All right. It was illuminating, but also I think there's definitely going to be another video. There just wasn't enough there, I think. But what do you guys think? You guys think it's best viewers on... I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, thanks, Kubas 44. I appreciate that. If you enjoy what you're seeing here, don't forget to follow the channel. And thanks for dropping that link in there. Been literally best viewers. Okay. All right. Let's see here. We've been going for... No way. We've been going for longer than 51 minutes, right? Yeah, 2 hours. Let's go. How's everyone doing so far? We are like, let's see here. We are almost 3 hours into the stream. Typically I end around 3 o'clock. But we do have a couple more things we can do. Yo, you guys can't hear the music. Why? I am seeing that possibly we just watched that entire video with no sound. I'm gonna be so mad if that's true. Hold on. How's everyone? Shadow Nathan, let me know. We'll chat about it. We could
Back in 2022, even.
Yeah, NFTs. That is a scam, and that you are huffing on the coat.
I was involved with during early COVID time. My main work.
Too unregulated. If you owned, oh well, I guess.
Is that the
Oh wait,
Gamma
okay,
like
okay.
crypto-
We were fine. We were fine.
Oh well, I guess. Is that the
Oh wait, okay. I noticed that we were on the wrong sound channel, and the music wasn't playing for you guys just right now. But maybe something just happened that caused that, because I think the stream was saved for sure. Okay. There is a Twitter thread that we're gonna dive down. That is tech related, and then afterwards, I don't know. I don't really see anything on my YouTube timeline that I want to watch. Maybe this will be the last thing we do. Yeah, but I'm not gonna make that decision until after we visited the thread. Yo, Cybuds, welcome back. We are going to visit a Twitter thread right now. And it's a Dexterdo article. Microsoft CEO revealed that Windows PCs will have an AI photographic memory feature called Recall, which will take constant screenshots of everything you do. I don't know how I feel about it. I bet V has a take on it. Initially, I just think about, like, how much storage is this going to take on my freaking computer? I do not want it to take constant screenshots of everything I do. Purely for the practical reason that I just don't want everything backed up on my computer like that. I just think that it's going to take up too much space. It's going to bog down my computer functionality. And on top of that, like, no privacy, you know? Switching to Linux. Hell yeah. I mean, that's open source, isn't it? I think that's why people like it, right? Linux. Hold on. I think I'm going to switch scenes just for a second here, because I want to go into the comments, but Twitter, dude. Twitter is a scary place. Okay. Oh, Dexter was kind of saying, answering my question. The snapshots are encrypted and saved on your PC's hard drive. So, no, I'm good. I don't want this. You can use Recall to locate the content you have viewed on your PC using search or on the timeline bar that allows you to scroll through your snapshots. Don't we have, like, on Google Chrome, you have history. Why do you need an AI to take constant snapshots? You just don't need that. Yeah, who wants this? I don't understand. This is stupid. Openly violating your privacy now and even bragging about it. He claims you can only do this on Microsoft Edge, though, so luckily no one will use it. 100% will be disabling this feature. Proud to not be supporting this. Yeah. Whoa, that's interesting, but I sure don't care. Apple. I'm an Apple user, so hopefully I don't have to worry about this until I do have to worry about this. Jesus. I think this is going to be so dumb. It's going to be so dumb for no reason at all. Okay, let's see.
We can recreate moments from the... How do we introduce memory, right? Photographic memory into what you do on the PC. And now we have it. So it's called Recall. It's not keyword search, right? It's semantic search over all your history. And it's not just about any document. We can recreate moments from the past, essentially.
Here's how it works. Windows constantly takes screenshots of what's on your screen, then uses a generative AI model right on the device, along with the NPU, to process all that data and make it searchable.
Nope. I even hate how you use it. I don't like that. That was so stupid. No one's gonna use this.
I got to try it out. I searched brown leather bag. It came up in visual search. There's no place on this page that it says brown leather bag. It just knows because it sees this brown leather bag. There could be this reaction from some people that this is pretty creepy. Microsoft is taking screenshots of every
Case use. I'd like to see that one OnlyFans page with the girl that had the one specific tattoo. Yo. Oh, dude, that is such a good take, though. Oh, that is crazy. It's the end of an era. You're not going to see the people in the comments of the Pornhub videos saying, "Who is this? Name, please." It's just going to be like, who that? Who this? But not in the comments. It's going to be on the freaking Microsoft Edge. Oh my god, this is... Dude, everything just turns into porn. It's crazy. Oh man. We could be living so good, but we just don't.
everything I do.
Yeah, I mean, that's why that you can only do it on the edge.
Taking Microsoft Edge, taking soft edging to a new level. Yeah, Trodo.
Right, so this is like, you have to put two things together. This is my computer, this is my recall, and it's all being done locally.
Liar. He's a liar. I don't believe him. Not even a little bit. He's got that smirk too, like he knows what it's capable of. Yeah. I don't trust that guy as far as I could throw him. Alright. Is there anything else good on the timeline? Yo, how do we feel about a live action Sims movie? CV, you're already posting about it. You saw it in the pre-perimeters? I don't get that. But live action Sims movie kind of sounds dope. Sorry, I'm like, what the F? No, seriously. What the fuck, dude? What is this? Huh. Not seeing anything super exciting. Dude, I don't really see anything worth talking about. Just a lot of cringe, sad stuff. Yeah. Seriously, shut up. You hate live action, but you're pro Sims? Yo, I'm just trying to be positive. There's so much negative stuff up here, and you already posted about it being positive, so... Oh, no, wait. I didn't even read it, I guess. It says, not sure how I feel about this. The Sims is like Sim, so like simulated folks. I gotta know more. True. I don't really see how they are gonna make a Sims movie, like, narratively. Okay, we could talk shit on it. Sure, let's talk shit on it. Yeah, I feel like you're in the last like month. I've been very positive about video game adaptations though because of Fallout. So I don't know where the contrarian part is coming from, but like, I don't know. I don't know if we'll go watch this. We might. I feel like it could be an easy movie to talk Nikki into, just because they also enjoy playing the game with us. So I don't know. I was trying to be positive about it, but narratively, like, what is it? Is it going to be like there's someone at a computer controlling the Sims and we're watching them develop a narrative? Then it is going to be very meta, I guess. Maybe break the fourth wall because we're watching them watch I don't know. I do think, like, okay, if I will take a contrarian stance, just new IP. Like, we don't need more video game movies. We don't need more remakes. We don't need more adaptations. Just make new stuff, please. I didn't think about a meta version. That'd be cool. I think that's the only way they could make The Sims. It's inherently meta. Like, if we were not going to do a meta, then why wouldn't you just make a movie? Right? Like, any movie could be a simulation. Right? Like the fall. New Girl. That's just The Sims, dude. Friends. That's just The Sims, dude. Like, I just, if they don't take it to a meta area, it's just not. There's just no difference between that and any other sitcom, I think. Okay. think that's going to be it for today. I'm running out of content, guys. But I don't know. I'm gonna pee really quick. Maybe we play Fortnite. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back. All right. How are we feeling, guys? You guys feel up for some gaming? I don't want to play too many games. And also, I don't know. Maybe that's my answer. Maybe I shouldn't play any games because it's not confident about it. Not playing the game, but just like, I'm at 3 hours. We did what we came here to do. And I don't want to like feel stuck, I guess. I don't know. Just gonna sit here with my thoughts for a second. Yeah, I think I'm gonna dip out. Yeah, there's just nothing left here to chat about, I think. All right. Well, it's been a great stream, guys. I hope you guys had fun. I had a great time. 3 hours went so quick. It did not used to be like that. And now streams are like popping off. It's kind of nice. I will be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Be here, be square. And I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about yet. Usually something during the day after I log off, something happens or I see some content I put on the watch later that I'm into. Today we were lucky because V dropped content that we were into and watching. And yeah. So tomorrow 12 o'clock we'll be streaming. We'll be streaming something, not sure what yet, but yeah. And if you liked what we did today and you had a good time, you were into the chat, you like the community that you see here, please consider following or subscribing either to the Nathan Ypres channel on Twitch or to the React Lords channel on YouTube. You can also find Vdrees on Twitch and on YouTube as well, under that name, and you can see their name in chat too. You can find them right there, and consider following them and subscribing to their channel as well. And again, thanks for being here. We love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Happy Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. And